It's Friday! What's up, everybody? It's September 1st, and we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight, you will be watching me as a player playing my character, and Matakuri as the DM, and he's going to just start doing it straight now.
All right. Thanks, Drake. And welcome back to session 59. It's been a little while since we've all been on, so this is awesome. When we left off last, I think somebody was missing last time.
Robin?
Anyway, Robin, that's right.
I think I missed most of the summer.
All good. When we left off, you guys had traveled underground through the various caverns after visiting the kobolds, and you made your way to the pit of all flesh, where you had a lovely battle against a very large creature, and you did not win, but you didn't die, which is good. The Lord of Old
That's
Flesh
funny.
tried to tear everybody apart, but you did manage to escape with a half crazy Darrow by the name of Gorlu. And he gave you a little bit of information on how to get to the cult of the withered hand. And the reason why you want to go to the cult of the withered hand is that you believe that they have information on the next step of the adventure, basically the
Narrowson.
Narrowsane, exactly. That they either have knowledge of Narrowsane, who is the last king, who was the king of the Ghouls before the Empire was formed, and they believe he is the last king and the true king. And so you're trying to get there so that you can find out where you can find this last king dude.
Yeah, but we're still a little lost on why we're looking for this lost king dude. I kind of forgot. I mean, I know it's something to do with rescuing Doofus, but
it's mostly you think that he might have knowledge of a way that you can get in to the Ghoul City.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Without
we gotta
being, sacrificed and turned into jerky.
Yeah. Whoa,
Yeah.
Pretzel's still playing.
Uh-oh.
Well, it wasn't playing on stream.
And so that's where we left off. You guys had just left the Pit of All Flesh. It is the 6 of you traveling along the passageway. So let's get you guys moving. And you guys start traveling down the passageway, and he gives directions. I've got the map shared with you, the Imperium, of going up that direction and then hooking off to the left along a little hidden passageway, and that will get you into the area where the Cult of the Withered Hand is located. Now, the The distance involved is about 24 miles, which is a good 2 days travel.
Oh, that's right. We can only travel 12 miles in this crap.
12 miles in a day because it's very broken floors and difficult
when-
terrain as you're traveling.
And when Gwen says crap, he looks at Blink because Blink's moving at a snail's pace.
Hey, I can move okay.
Yeah, but you're easily distracted all the time. Ooh,
Oh, that's
shiny.
true.
Ooh, rat. Ooh.
Cousin.
Yeah.
And so as you guys are going, first thing that's going to happen is you guys get traveling with Gorlu the Darrow, and you notice he does try to stay. He keeps looking at you. He's not sure. You're not sure if he trusts you at all or not, because he keeps giving you the side eye, and it's almost like he's looking for a chance to run. But after a couple of hours, you guys stop to take a brief break in this little chamber.
He knows rogues have steady aim now, and it's dangerous.
Yes, yes. And let me.
At any point, can we like at least get like a short rest or?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If you want a short rest.
We probably want a long rest.
I mean,
Uh,
a long rest would look good on a lot of people. I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Yes.
especially
We're pretty beat up.
Quinn since he's poisoned.
I'll push the short rest.
So take us look like
You guys were running away from there because you had just disrupted a massive pit fight, and there were guards running all over the place. And so, how long do you want to be going before you stop to take a long rest?
a long rest. I think we should take a short rest at about the hour mark away.
Right. That's about what I
And then
had
the long
planned on.
rest like 8 hours away.
Sure. Sounds
Like-
good.
Someplace that looks relatively safe too, like a hole in the wall or something.
All right. So as you guys,
We'll use the Darrow as a door. Just stay in the doorway. Random encounter roll.
not so random encounter.
A random planned encounter. That's what I like to call them.
A random 100%.
Especially if I found the right map. You know you're getting a combat encounter on this map.
Oh yeah. You guys find a nice little cavern on the way to stop at, and let me share this with
I
you.
don't have this stop all button. That was kind of noisy.
Just type it in the chat.
I know.
Stop
I'm too
space all.
lazy.
I have it hotkeyed.
I have a hotkey available over there too. I think
Whose death? Customer support bots making death
I
saves?
I was clicking in the wrong die. Sorry, I wasn't.
does the poison condition end? I don't remember. I remember that was from the Ugoloth thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was from the Lord of all old flesh. Let me.
Probably after a long rest, I would guess, but
Until your disease is cured.
oh, that's right. I think we were waiting on the pally to have.
And you repeat your saving throw every 24 hours.
I think we were waiting on the paladin to get some.
Yeah. Because right now you're covered in erupting pustules.
kind of
If he needs to make that save again, whenever he does that, if I'm aware of it, I want to use Flash of Genius on him, which will give him a +5 bonus
Okay.
to his saving throw. Just
the-
wanted to call that out now.
the
case I
blade of
forget.
Sif, I think, can do it with some of his paladin things, but I think he was totally out. He's like,
Yeah, you guys were pretty drained. But he spent all your hit dice.
I think if I drink a thing of antitoxin, I think I have, would give me a bonus and a save too. I think. Let me see. Is it this character that had a bottle of that? Inventory. Well, it's not under A, so I guess not. Holy water. No antitoxin. I don't even remember what it does. Let's see what it does.
It's probably something dumb like gives you advantage on saving throws in the future, but doesn't cure your poison.
Advantage on the saving throws for poisons for 1 hour.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it
if-
did, though. If it would give me advantage on the saving throw coming up in 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
And then I'd have advantage and a +5 because of Blink. But I don't have it, so it doesn't matter.
Is everybody done with their spending hit dice and all that?
Tyrion will
Yep.
go around and bandage people's wounds. Everybody else have used hit dice already, so I just was able to get to Blink and Tyrion and himself.
Oh,
Alright,
using
very
the
good.
using the healer's kit.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. That's great.
All right. So as you guys are kind of finishing up your long rest or your short rest and putting things away, where is I forgot to add him. You hear some footsteps coming from the tunnel down in that direction. And after a moment,
Did you add the smoke?
yes,
It's a nice touch.
Is the Darrow Shadow anti-paladin, is that our guide?
yes.
I want to use the healer's kit on him too.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
And maybe a couple of his hit die?
Is he, what level is he? Because it's dependent on his level.
He's
12.
a CR5.
He's an anti-paladin 12, so he's 12th level. But CR5, it would be, yeah.
Okay.
If he has any hit die left, he probably used them all in the pit of despair.
During all his short rests in the pit. Yeah.
The short rest on the way to the pit.
Yeah, he's severely poisoned, and he was pretty beat up when you guys met
Yeah.
him in the pit already. So before you guys are able to continue on your journey, you do hear and see a troop of things coming around the corner, and you see a bunch of ghouls riding on top of these ghoul steeds. And you've seen these ghoul steeds before. They look like these guys.
The creepy ass.
Right.
Yeah, the creepy mounts that they're riding on. And they come riding up and they're kind of looking left and right. And the lead one looks up and he kind of sees you and he goes, oh, wait. and he starts riding over towards you guys. He's not wielding any weapons, and you notice pretty quickly that his clothes are kind of on the fine quality, like expensive looking clothing. It's not ratty looking or poor quality out. It's really quite nice. It
Are we
has,
still kind of
Mhm.
disguised? I think.
I think you guys are still looking like ghouls. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
And
So
we're just kind of chilling over here. So yeah, well, I
yeah, you're
guess
just kind of
Quinta
hanging
will
out.
definitely stand up or whatever and kind of. I think Quinta stepped forward a little bit as they're
Okay.
moving closer. So
So he comes up here and gets
maybe.
off his mount. He dismounts and kind of walks forward, and he kind of keeps his hands to the side. Um, Stops there for a second. It says, "You guys, oh, it should not be locked. Go ahead. Tokens are unlocked." Uh, he says, I'm so glad that I caught up with you. You guys move quite fast. Uh, where are you headed?"
Did we come from the direction that they did?
Yes, you came from the same direction that they came from.
So we point the direction that we're heading.
Oh, well, that's irrelevant. What I meant to ask was, are you coming back?
Do we need to?
Well, I'd really love it if you would come back sometime, in the near future. I've got a business proposition for you. You guys were great. I made a ton of money off of you guys. That fight that you guys, it was so awesome to watch. Um,
So, so do
I
I recognize him from one of the guys in the stadium betting or something?
There were so many he could easily have been there. He doesn't stand out, you know,
Well,
because there were hundreds of
well,
ghouls and
remember
stuff all around there.
Quint was kind of trying to incite the betting a little, right? He was kind of helping a little bit with it
Okay,
verbally in
then
the
sure,
stands.
yeah,
But
I'll totally say yeah. He was one of them, and he seems to be fairly well off. He's everything about him kind of gives the sense that he's a little bit higher in the social class uh, amongst the ghouls. And he begins talking to you. And he starts asking you, he's like, "Have you guys ever thought of a career like being gladiators? We've got we could set it up. You could kill a few more of these Darrow, like that guy over there. I don't know what you want with him, but no shaming here. Um, but you can. What do you think?"
Guys, we are really good at murder.
Quint says, "So if we're ever in the pit again, you'll be betting on us."
Well, it'll really depend. If we talk beforehand, we can have give me a little information about what we can set you guys up and we can make a lot of money either betting on you or against you. Depending on how it goes. Either way, we could make a lot of money together.
So, you're gonna give us your address or something?
Oh yeah, I'm most of the time I spend down in the inn down there at the pit. Uh, and he introduces himself. He's a minor noble in the empire. Nothing super high ranked. Where's the hierarchy chart?
He's the
So he's one of the kind of the lower level
he's the
nobilities
prince of
below a baron.
dirt. I'm the prince of
Yeah,
dirt.
the lord of sewage, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah. uh, but he's really excited. He wants to offer you guys an opportunity. If you ever come back to the pit, he'd like to collaborate with you and set up some fights so that you can all make money together.
And and they were using what as currency? They weren't like throwing chunks of meat at each other, right? 5 pounds
No,
of
no, no.
flesh,
They
five
they
pounds of flesh.
they trade with various markers and stuff, but they use coins, gold and stuff just like everywhere else. But the money's mostly in reference to buying and selling of flesh, right? So a gold piece roughly represents a pound of flesh.
So instead of a gold standard, it's a flesh standard.
Yes, because they eat to survive. They eat intelligent creatures or sentient creatures. Um, so their entire economy is based on harvesting and generating edible sentient flesh. So they've captured and completely enslaved the entire Drow nation, um, and some of the other Underdark races. There's a few that they haven't fully taken over. The Darrow are one of the surviving groups that hasn't been fully overthrown yet, largely because they're far enough away that the Empire just doesn't care yet.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you ever eaten darrow meat? Ugh.
yeah, Kobold as well for similar reasons. Um, but there are a number of races who are just either been fully destroyed or taken over and enslaved. There's vast numbers of slaves kept in the larger cities, both for as food stock and as just traders, and they do various things uh, for the ghouls.
Another huge storm rolled in just now, so it hasn't
Uh-oh.
started lightning though. So what'd you say this guy's name was? This noble?
Brad, I thought we determined it
Brad,
was
yeah,
Brad.
we'll call him Brad for now. I haven't given him a name.
Okay.
He gives you his contact information at the inn there in
Bradius, we'll call him.
Bradius. Yes.
The Prince of Dirt.
Yeah. And give me 1 second. Pull one other thing up.
It's in my notes now, so it can't be changed.
Perfect.
They're official. Triangular is his last name.
Yes. Where?
Most Brads are triangular.
The butterflies are cool, but they feel a little out of place down here in this area. The prettiness. Seem like the
Well, when you're
bats.
DM, you can change it.
Bats would be perfect, but they don't have bats yet.
Or
I haven't
yeah,
seen it.
I made
I
the
don't think
little.
I've seen any bats.
I haven't seen any bats. Just the glowing butterflies that I popped
Oh.
in, and then the weird shifting thing on the ground
Although
in the
I think
smoke.
I think you could change the color of the butterflies to be like black, and then they might be kind of evil looking.
Probably.
Evil butterflies.
Yeah, black, like shadowy.
Moths? Do you just mean
Yeah,
moths?
see.
Now it looks like shadows.
Yeah, it does look like they're
Yeah.
casting shadows. What do you want, senior? It's raining and you're scared? Okay, you can come up here. Oh. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they explained to you that they loved it. They really had hoped to grab you guys before you guys got too far away, because they wanted to be able to further their economic interests. And
And Quinta say, so if we do come back and we take on this fight again, what we did wasn't legal. Wouldn't we be arrested? I don't know what they call it here, but wouldn't the
eh,
I think they call it killed.
killed?
we're a long ways from the Imperial center of the Imperium. Killed is a very illegal is a very nebulous thing. I mean, heck, we're all members of the empire's, you know, nobility and members of the organized military. But if money's to be made, who cares?
Hmm,
You
we
know,
understand.
that wouldn't fly so much if we were closer into the Imperium. Like, you know, if you were up in Vandical or Fleshbrook or Darakan or some of those places where they're a little more uptight on the whole hierarchy and nobility and keeping strict order. Um, but down here in the gambling pit, yeah, the
Yeah, we're
priestess is probably gonna be pissed, but because well, you didn't kill the Lord of Old Flesh, so he'll heal.
but next time we might.
Yeah, I'd suggest if you get in a fight to kind of do what you did. Don't kill him. Uh, he's kind
So
of a symbol of their which god was it? Not Vardison, Marana, or one of them. I'm not particularly religious, but
Most Brads aren't.
yeah, as long as we can make money, that's really all I care about. And you guys look like a winning bet. You certainly were this last time.
well, wish us luck on our expeditious return, because we have a place to go.
Yeah, if whenever you get done whatever you're gonna go do to this, this Darrow. I don't know what you need him for, but do whatever you want with them. But yeah, maybe you can pick up a few more of them and bring them along with you. We can always use more Darrow for the bit.
Well,
There's a bunch of strays around here.
our reason for the Darrow is strictly information. However, if you wish to speed us along on our way, we could maybe use your mounts?
Uh, uh, no. No. Um, and so he kind of gets the sense that you've got an agreement that you'll look him up if you ever come back to the pit, to perform as gladiators, and he promises you he'll have a lot of fun things set up for you guys to fight while you're if you ever come back.
Well,
And if
maybe something to remember you by. And I kind of look up his like heavily rich clothing and big pouch on his bag,
Yeah, do you have like a token, like a handkerchief
big
I could tie
pouch
to
on his belt.
my jousting stick?
a jousting stick, you would like a pouch. He'll give you a little. Where is? Oh, I've got it here
I'm going to
somewhere.
turn this to Blink.
I'm gonna try to do that thing where I kiss his fingers and come away with all the gems from his rings in my teeth.
And I'm going to say in a loud stage whisper, "Hey, Blink, didn't Reginald offer us the same thing? He wanted to make a deal with us next time we're here. Why are we even talking to Brad? I thought Reginald had us given us a pretty good price."
Yeah, that's true. Reginald definitely offered us money, and Blink winks, not and probably like not subtly at all.
With both eyes.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to wink, so
He
11
looks at you,
charisma, not so bad.
turns back to the three guys behind him, kind of in a stage whisper. Make sure to kill Reginald.
Reginald's like the janitor or something. Gonna get murdered.
He says if you ever are interested in advancing your social status as ghouls, come look me up. There might be opportunities there. Uh, there was. I don't know why it's not loaded. I had a whole bunch of coat of arms.
I have the. I saw the one for the guy we're looking for. The insect guy king.
Here we go.
That's the only one I saw.
Yeah, you saw this one for Narrowsane.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah,
That
one.
one. And he indicates that he is originally from Vandecool. That's where his house is, and this is the crest of Vandecool. But his house is too small to have a unique crest.
It's kind of hard to draw dirt too.
Yeah.
It just looks like a soiled piece of linen.
Yeah. It's a shield with some dirt, like a smear on it. Right. It's.
Just reach down, pick it up, and smear it across your chest.
Yeah.
Here you go. The Lord of Dirt.
And that stupid spell. Prediction. I hate it.
Destroys everything. So he turns around and starts to head back to his steed. And these other guys kind of wander over to their steeds as well. As they prepare to leave. And as they do,
The butterflies attack him. Cool. That doesn't look like butterflies. Meow. Oh, sorry.
as they do, your buddy, the Darrow, sneaks up behind customer support bot. And tries to stab him in the back with his scimitar. And starts screaming completely unintelligibly. I have no idea what he's saying. He's screaming in either Darrow or just, the delusions of his own insane mind.
Well, I don't know about the rest of the party, but Quint totally thinks that the CS bot probably provoked it.
As he strikes once,
Wow.
16 points of damage, and again striking again for 16 points of damage.
As a free action, Quint's gonna yell out, "Don't kill him!"
I open my decanter of endless water at him, but I'm so surprised that I just kind of shoot it right up in the air, like it's a party trick.
And then he doesn't have anything else he can do as a bonus action or anything like that. So he passes his turn.
All right, buddy, you get down now. 'Cause 25 pounds is heavy after a while.
All right, so I'm gonna yell to those other Daracool. You can head out. We'll take care of this guy. He's, don't worry. We'll uh get him in line, and then I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna try to do non-lethal damage and smash him on the head.
Okay.
FYI, just letting you know, Valtrix, that Engorgio is in chat. So don't go near a pit or anything.
Yeah,
Just to
I'll stay away
prepare
from
him.
pits.
Oops, did I
That's a
do that
hit.
right? Yeah, it worked.
Yep.
Like the flat of your blade against the side of his head. Here, hold this. Ah, look,
Yeah.
you did do like the least amount of damage you can do too.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to cut his head off. I was just trying to smash him. And then, oh my gosh, it's been so long since I played. I get a second attack, don't I?
I believe you
Yeah.
do.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, bash him.
I was looking for that.
As he goes down, you hear this Daracool whisper to the other, "Damn it, I was going to bet on this." As
I think you guys got a problem.
it's only a problem if you can't afford it. As he and the other Daracool kind of sadly head back down the cavern the way they were going, they were enjoying the show. All right, so with that, we are out of combat,
I guess
and
we
he
have
is
to
unconscious on the ground.
I guess we have to take the weapons away from the Darrow.
Well, now we do. Gosh.
I mean, I think CS Bot should carry him just to taunt them with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a necklace of all of his belongings, clothes included.
Rip him down.
Maybe we
Quit.
should cut
Totally
off a
nude.
finger or two as punishment for him attacking you.
CS Bot doesn't care, but Quint insists that the Darrow at least keep his loincloth on.
And Robin, you weren't here last time when we ended up. Blink, I think it was Blink was communicating with the Darrow using a Helm of Comprehend Languages. I think it
Yes.
was, and you very quickly realized that this Darrow is probably partially, maybe mostly insane,
Cuckoo.
as he kind of shifts in back and forth between comprehensible, legible speech and just pure insanity. Um, it just he just shifts into a complete fantasy world with made up language that is non-comprehensible, even with the Helm of Comprehend Languages. So there's something
So,
mentally going on with this guy.
so Blink, did he say anything before he stabbed CSB, or was he just being crazy?
I don't know. Did he say anything, John? I mean, you
He
said it was unintelligible, but
yeah. You had heard him scream previously. I think you heard him hear scream this, but he said, "Give Orda my regards," as he tries to slash you. He had also told you when you get there to the place to say, tell them Gorlu sent you when you get to the cult of the withered hand.
I think the centipedes that crawled up his nose are talking to him.
do we know that name? Did we already do this last time?
Yeah, you think Gorlu is his name?
Okay, right. But the you said Orda,
Orda.
right?
Yeah. You don't know who Orda is. He didn't give you any indication. He said, "Give Orda my regards," but there's no other information on who or what Orda is.
Wasn't that the valet at the hotel? Orda.
Orderly.
So I'm
But
just
he is
imagining that
unconscious.
all the information that the whole party's getting from this Darrow is translated through the cobalt.
Hmm.
So I think we're all confused.
Probably. He's a particularly smart kobold, though, so it's fine.
This is true. But being a smart cobalt isn't that hard. the you know, the level isn't that hard to achieve. I mean, for a kobold, it's amazing, but getting to that level of intelligence isn't. What is he? Is he more intelligent than Quint? Probably, right? Let's see.
Well,
I think he's the
probably.
most intelligent in the party.
Quint has a 10. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
With a 20 intelligence. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
He's a
a
smart guy.
brainiac kobold.
He's smarter than I am.
I think I have like an 8 intelligence. I mean, I have like an 18 wisdom though. I mean, I learn all the time from doing stupid shit.
So how are you guys transporting him? Because he is completely out of it. You've got him stripped down to his
Can,
loincloth.
we're
It's very dirty,
gonna see if the
and
butterflies can carry him. No.
Can we tie his hands and feet and like put my glaive staff through his legs like we
Carry,
just
carry
killed
like
a
a
pig in the
pig.
woods?
you certainly can.
Who's our meaty people that's carrying his? I think Quint's on that list.
I mean,
Damn it.
if Tarian's on one end of that
Oh,
staff, he's going to
Tarian.
be banging his head on the floor the entire time.
I'm fine with that. I don't care.
If he's not going to lead us, why don't we just let him go? If we're not going to use him, let him go.
He has been kind of helping us
I mean,
a little bit, hasn't he?
Well,
Does he fit in this hole?
Rock guide, he can't lead us.
can we just heal him enough that he can walk? Now that he doesn't have any weapons.
Everybody's
Well,
looking at the paladin.
You could heal him.
I
If
mean,
you have
We can
I'm
try
not-
that,
healing.
So yes, I can heal him again.
I'm not giving him my
That is
potion. Custer's robot's like starting a petition. Please sign here if you want to kill him or
Okay, if
heal him.
customer support bot can't handle getting hit by Daryl, then we have other issues.
Well, we never really noticed that he's like that emotional when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Oh, this is unrelated. I just want to kill him.
Yeah, he just wants to kill everything. It's just
If there's a ballot item that says kill, I'm going to check it every time, not even reading what it's about.
I mean, it was 32 points of damage though. I'm just saying that's pretty baller.
He got a
So,
couple of good hits in.
I mean, we might be able to point him in the right direction and give him a scimitar too. Like if we need to get away, he could be useful.
You guys are carrying
for the
his
heal.
scimitar.
I mean, he just yeah. I think either we'll put him in a bag of holding or CS Bot's
And
gonna
his
wear him as a necklace.
Breastplate and shield, and
He's got a
Yeah,
breastplate and shield. No, that shit's getting chucked. We're not carrying that shit.
Yeah, we're putting it all in this hole right by where I'm standing. We're shoving it down this
The
hole.
only thing that we might carry for him is his scimitar, because he did 32 points of damage. We don't care if he freaking has armor.
he is an anti-paladin, so a shadow anti-paladin.
Right? And we're going to keep him away from Sir Tagos. Like, you guys, he's going in the front, you go in the back.
He is still unconscious. He got the healing patched up, but he is still unconscious. You don't know for how long.
1d4 hours, we know that much. Like, it could be a
Right.
while.
Well, I mean, we were gonna take a long rest, right? So
Well, is this a good spot to
Am I
take a
able to
long rest?
tell
Like
why
in this
he's still unconscious?
intersection?
You're about 2 hours out from the pit.
let's keep going.
All right, so I
oh
guess.
yeah.
I want to do a medicine check and find out why he's still unconscious. If he's been healed.
Was the Prince of
Because
Dirt here? What happened?
healing doesn't. When you do non-lethal damage, when they go unconscious, they're unconscious for 1d4 hours. Healing doesn't cure that. They still take some time to wake up.
All right. Well, I'll carry him for the day.
Okay. You just kind of drag him along, naked by the hair or something.
By the feet. Face down.
Kind of
Face
sling
down.
him over.
Or are
I
you doing the
sling him over my
halberd
shoulder.
thing?
His head's still hitting the ground though.
Thunk, 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 thunk. He'll never wake up now.
Every time, every time he steps on something, hits his head. Like that's another 1d4 hours.
He has so many concussions.
That'll help his sanity, I'm sure of it.
That'll totally improve his sanity. Yeah, so you guys are gonna kind of haul him unconscious
I guess.
through.
I don't know. I guess Quint convinced everyone he was useful enough.
It doesn't
Tyrion doesn't like
slow
killing
you down
people
all
just
that
to
much.
kill them. Even
I mean,
you know.
he hasn't really helped us at all. We're just hoping he can.
The help he's given you is giving you directions to the cult
Yeah,
and told him to say Gorlu sent you.
and that's the direction he was kind of going in. Is that
That's
one?
the direction he was kind of going in. And then the first opportunity he felt he had, he tried to attack you and kill you.
All right, maybe we should just get rid of him then. I guess.
We don't have to kill him. We can just let him go, right?
Like over there? Like we all
Well,
look at a cliff.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, put him next to the cliff and then wait for Engorgio to buy him a random teleport.
Quint's gonna say the only way this Darrow is gonna be helpful is if we can find out what's ailing him and make him more useful as far as talking with us. And that's beyond my ability. I am trained, though, to put him out of his misery rather quickly. Or we could just tell CS Bot to squish his head.
My foot is like hovered and inched over his face the whole time as I'm just staring at you guys, waiting for one of you to accidentally say, sure.
We did risk our lives to rescue the guy. We thought he might have been useful then. What has changed?
He stabbed me in
I
the
don't know.
back a bunch.
Let's just keep him alive. Let's take
He's
him.
fat. Is that what's changed? We have to carry him.
Yeah, maybe, this cult will have a way of healing him.
Yeah, cults are great for helping people become sane.
Uh,
Maybe it's one of those good cults.
maybe
That's community service and stuff.
maybe he knows who made the Kool-Aid.
Maybe he's the one who made the Kool-Aid.
Like
Maybe he
Girl
has the
Scouts.
Kool-Aid recipe. The Girl Scouts is a cult. Is that
I
what
feel
you're?
like
Is
'cause I
that what you're
wasn't
innuending?
here when you decided to
It's a
bring him
good
with.
cult.
I don't know.
Good
Yeah, the
cult.
Girl Scouts.
Buy my cookies. Buy my cookies. Here, take my $10 for 4
those
cookies.
cookies are crack. They're addictive.
Yeah, the peanut butter ones though, they're like so expensive, and you get like 8.
Yeah.
Where you get the Thin Mints, you get at least like 20 cookies or something. It's kind of more worth the value.
Yeah. I like Thin Mints.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Stick them in the fridge. They're good.
Mm.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna drag him just
Okay.
until we can find some place to get a long rest.
Okay.
I mean, if it takes us
So-
8 hours, then I guess Quint to help. He's like, I don't like carrying naked dwarfs. It's not fun.
I also know how to rig a travois, so if it's easy enough, we'll just use a couple sticks. With a
Cave sticks.
Are
with a
any of you
rope.
carrying sticks?
We have
Other than a
mushroom
halberd.
sticks.
Probably has some.
There's some mushroom sticks down here.
Could break his halberd in half. Have a couple of sticks.
We're also trying not to be very, conspicuous too. So,
Well, you certainly made a splash at the pit.
I have a ladder in my robe of useful items.
There you
that's
go.
like a 20-foot ladder, though.
You strap him to the
24.
ladder and
It's gonna be
carry.
hard to turn the corners and shit carrying that thing.
Is
Oh, I have
it
a
a
10-foot
collapsible ladder?
I have a 10-foot pole. We could break that in half, and then we'd have two 5-foot poles.
There you go.
Terry's doing fine. He hits his head every now and then. It's fine. Matter of fact, just put the Comprehend Languages helmet on him and he'd be fine. He'd be fine. Every time he hits the ground, we can understand what he says. Ow.
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 Bastard. 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 Every time he hits his head. All right, so you guys start heading on down the passageway. Keep on going.
Yep.
And traffic seems to be fairly light. Occasionally you have people come in the other direction, and kind of heading towards the pit, and other little offshoot pathways that don't really show up on the map. But nobody really tries to interact with you or interfere with you in any way. A couple of people kind of look at the Darrow, but a bunch of ghouls carrying a Darrow, nobody's really gonna try to dissuade you or
You're
say
like,
anything.
we're like 82 pounds of flesh.
Yeah. We could get a lot of money for you. But so you guys do go ahead, and he's unconscious for 4 hours, by the way. You guys hauled him
Bad
a
rolls.
long ways.
Bad rolls. We need to give the healer some salt smelling salts. That's what we need. Some salt.
I thought you were gonna get the salt and rub it into his wound to wake him up.
That probably would work.
Ow. But you guys do manage to get a long rest.
I mean, we really could have just stabbed him and then healed him, and then would have been fine. Right? Because he took damage to be unconscious, now to be awake again by healing. Yeek!
All right. So through the magic of D&D, everybody is perfectly healed now. And you guys got a long rest. And you think you've got another full day of travel before you get to the entrance of the Darrow, Cult of the Withered Hand.
So could you imagine you and I getting into like a big ass fist fight for like a minute? And then later that night, we go get in the bed and we wake up the next morning and everything's fine. We're not
Everything's
sore.
perfect.
There's no bruises.
Bruises. Yeah. Concussions went away.
It is totally the magic of D&D. It's so
arms lost, come back.
I didn't bring the machete. I don't know who lost their arm, but
all right. So you guys continue traveling on the second day.
So I'll touch Quint, and is he still suffering from that poison?
Yes.
Well, wait. Would I get a save first before he had to spend something? And
you want to do the save
with a +5? Is that what?
Yeah.
Blink is gonna give me.
5.
All right. I got +5 clicked. Do you know where to save it at, or you just want me to roll a?
I got it.
Got it.
And you succeed.
By the +5 is what
the
helped.
+5 definitely helped. You would have failed otherwise. Yep.
Sweet.
So your
I
reduced hit points. Yeah. Reduced hit point max should be restored.
Was that on my? I didn't even see that.
It should be on your main tab if you did it right.
I don't know. It wasn't even adjusted, so it's fine. I just deleted the poison from. I think that the poison was the only thing that stayed with me. I think the hit point reduction got taken off, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. And random encounter roll. See if you have a random encounter today. You do not have a random encounter, so you spend the entire day trudging through. This guy, this Darrow, is actively fighting to try and get away from you. Um, every time you give him any kind of opportunity, he struggles and tries to pull away, screaming at you and yelling at you. When you can understand him, it's pretty vile. When you can't understand him, it's just loud yelling.
Mm. So we'll sell him to the next travelers.
Sure, there's several troops of ghouls. If you want to sell him as a slave, they'll happily buy him.
No, that's cruel. Can I just shove this bag of dust and sneezing and choking in his mouth?
Not cruel at all.
Like 1d4 applications. How many's in the back? Just one?
It's supposed to affect a 30 feet area, but I'm just going to put it in his mouth and then punch it.
Unable to breathe while sneezing uncontrollably.
I've never understood breathing. I don't see why it's a big deal.
You certainly can. It'd be very easy to do this to him. He will automatically fail his saving throw if you do that. So he will go unconscious pretty quick from suffocation.
Quint doesn't try to stop him.
Okay. You shove this dust in his mouth and smash his mouth shut with it, and pretty quickly he begins choking on it. I mean, you can imagine like inhaling a mouthful of mace, straight up. So he's choking and drooling, and it looks like he's having a very hard time breathing. I'm going to give him a couple of saving throws.
What's up, Jingo?
You guys hear CSB laugh for the first time, and you don't like it.
It's an uncomfortable laugh.
It's like
It sounds like a garbage disposal that has a fork in it.
I've heard that more times than I can count. All right. Well, he fails his first Constitution save badly, and he goes unconscious. And you notice he doesn't appear to be breathing.
Not me. I don't notice that. Never noticed.
Quint's
Right.
like,
Anybody else who's taking a look at him?
I mean,
Or
I'm
breathes.
not doing CPR on this guy.
Yeah, he's got
Quint's
dust
like,
of sneezing and choking in his mouth. You can't give him CPR.
You just
finally,
blow it deeper.
finally, someone
Get
got him
it
to
deeper
shut
into
up.
the lungs.
Blink just looks at Sir Tegas to see if he's gonna do anything, because Blink's not gonna do anything either.
He's an
We're also.
anti-paladin. Sertegas is probably drawing circles on him or something, putting him in his afterlife.
I'm sorry, sir. If you roll high enough insight, take us, like I said, wants to be done with this. And if you guys are just gonna sit there and torture him all day, then no, he'd rather be even be dead. He's not gonna let you torture him. He's not gonna let you sell him as a slave. So just kill him. So he's just gonna let him die.
All right. So he dies. We'll take him out of the combat tracker.
I put him in a jaunty pose. Very disrespectful.
All right, so you have a dead Darrow anti-paladin after dragging him through the caves for a whole day.
Level up.
Not quite yet. But you do.
You should put him in our bag of holding. We might need him, right, Quint?
No. The monkeys will just steal him.
The famous monkeys. So you guys travel along, and you get to where he indicated the Darrow Caves were. So you guys are approaching the Darrow Caves, and as you get near the cave entrance, there's this little kind of a secret little crack in the tunnel that he had mentioned on how to get in, and so you're able to get into it, and you're traveling along, and you notice most of the caverns have these like mushrooms, various kind of fungi growing, and you come to a kind of a sign right near the cave entrance, and the sign appears to be painted in blood and feces, and it's written in common, and it says, "Welcome, worthy foes. Find the hidden prizes and bring them to Orda to gain her favor. Try not to die."
Are there any girls there?
As I'm gonna throw you all on the map as you've entered the cave.
Find a prize? What? Oh. Welcome, worthy foes. Find the hidden prizes and bring them to Orda to gain her favor. Try not to die. And Orda, did we find out who Orda was or no?
Not yet.
I'm assuming cult leader.
Well, I'm not assuming, a god, right? Because the hidden prizes bring them to Orda. That would, well, maybe. Could be a statue of Orda or something.
I can cast detect magic, see if I sense anything.
What was that last
All right.
10 minutes too? Or
Yeah, 10 minutes. So we can't
well,
have it
maybe.
on all
It's
the
probably
time.
worth it.
Oh,
Well,
you're
maybe.
right
Or
at
the
the
stream.
entrance of the cave, and I'm about to share the map.
Okay.
So here is the map as you enter into the cave.
Ooh, fungus among us.
Is lots of fungus around you, and you see surprisingly well cultivated plots of fungus of various colors growing in the cave beyond the sign. Purple phosphorescent fungi provide dim light throughout the cavern. So I have lighting turned off because there's lighting everywhere here, but it's all kind of this dim purplish light.
What can I tell about these mushrooms? Do they look like my friends would like to eat them or not?
They look absolutely delicious. You think your friends would love them.
I say, hey, Quint, and when he goes to say what, I just shove a mushroom in his mouth.
I use uncanny dodge, just in case.
Uncanny dodge or evasion?
Yes, whichever one applies.
Reduce the damage or try to avoid it altogether. All right. So let me unlock the tokens. And yeah, so you come on into this cavern and you see a whole bunch of stuff up ahead.
What kind of tracks are into this cavern?
There's a
Quint's not.
variety of footprints in the dirt, smeared feces, variety of boot prints that go in and out.
Pretty much what we've seen, like traveling the road and stuff like that. Nothing weird, like, right?
Nothing too
What's
terribly weird.
Quint's not
How
trained
deep
in
is the water?
survival, so he's not pretty good at
That
it.
water right there is relatively shallow. You think maybe a foot too deep. There's kind of a trickle of water seeping through a small crack in the wall and then coming down and forming this little pool.
I'm gonna search these mushrooms in the pool.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'm helping.
Yes, you are. You are a huge help.
My -2 did it. Woohoo!
Yep.
Look at all these chickens.
So as you're looking through, is there anything in particular you're looking for, or
Hidden prizes.
hidden prizes? Okay, gotcha. Mostly what you see in there is like there's a couple of they're little creatures that live in the water there, kind of like a shrimp, except a little bit different. They're a pale white.
Sea
Uh,
monkeys? Is that
yeah, they're kind of crawling around under there, but you don't see anything that looks unnatural or different or in any way. The fungus itself, other than CS Bot trying to encourage Quint to eat it, just looks like typical cave fungus you've seen elsewhere. Does not look particularly appetizing. Okay, stop right there.
Sorry, I'm just
after
trying to stay close to Sir Tagos. So
Start you
and
one back from there.
Quint would kind of be like moving just almost straight up to kind of check out the ceiling, and mainly to get away from CS Bot trying to stuff mushrooms in his mouth.
What I wanted to do a nature check on the mushrooms when we get a chance to, but go ahead.
So what's the ceiling height in the cavern roughly? 15?
Okay.
I'll say he's there.
So we'll say the ceiling height of this cavern, it kind of arches up where at the highest points it's about 20 feet tall, 20 feet high. So not super tall.
Yeah, so he's
Near
just kind of
the edges it'll be a little lower, but kind of
yeah,
towards the
he's like
middle of the cavern, you'll
5
be up to
feet
20
from
feet.
5 feet from the ceiling roughly.
Yeah, yeah. So when you get there, where is it? Oh,
Is this map
since you
part of
guys
the
are being cautious, none of you are going to be surprised when I do this.
apparently Quint wasn't totally aware of what's going on, so I got a 10.
But a guy jumps out from under the mushroom that you are.
Is he a prize?
Can you see him?
Cherry undershirt.
Shadow Seeker.
Kiri.
Oh,
You don't see him?
cheery. Yeah.
You got him?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So this Darrow jumps out and he looks like this.
Yeah, wow.
And he screams at you loudly in common. You intruders are not deserving of being in the presence of our witch queen. Your transgression is punishable by many slices to the death.
Witch Queen?
A witch queen.
Yes.
As
Which
he
which one?
jumps out towards Sir Tagos.
It doesn't look like he's holding that dagger very well though. I'm just saying. Just saying it's a
Yeah. He seems, I don't know, pretty off somehow.
more off than the
Uh,
Darrow we just suffocated to death.
Kinda in the same manner. What? Oh, I gotta press that
Is
button
this
first.
entire cult insane?
I think the centipedes are numbing their brains. They crawled up in
I
their
think that
nose.
question's been asked a lot throughout history, Matt.
Are they red
Why?
in the
What do you
combat
What do you
tracker?
mean?
Then that's all we need to know.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so this guy jumps out and he's got a dagger and he screams that and then he starts trying to stab Sertegos with his dagger.
Doesn't CSB have Sentinel?
I do, but I'm not next to him. I have to be. I don't. I'd have to be right there.
Oh, it's not within reach. Okay.
No, it's within 5 feet, I think is how it's read, actually. But
Yeah.
You
that is,
must
that is
die!
research worthy. Because you do have reach, so that's kind of.
As he manages to get one through your armor and gets it kind of up into your armpit and stabs you. Oof.
Ow.
Wowch.
Blink.
All right. Man,
Just-
I don't know what this guy's deal is. I'm just gonna shoot a firebolt at him for right now.
Okay.
I should have been a halfling.
Right?
And there's going to be a lot of things in the combat tracker for right now. So we'll ignore all of those.
Pay no
We can't
attention to
see
the
him.
hordes of
All we
monsters
see
behind
is
the
the
curtain.
combat tracker go, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Because it does flicker a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Well,
There's a
he doesn't
few off
seem
in the
like-
distance that are going to be visible, so I'm going to turn them on now. But they're not doing anything right now. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna not mess around with this guy like I did with the last one, and I'm just gonna try to slice his head off.
All right.
And one more time, take another slice.
He did move up. I don't know if it showed for you.
I got it. Yeah, I'm just trying to look at all of the
I figured you were
things
doing
in the
some,
combat tracker.
some DM chores or something.
I'm gonna scoot up so I get Sentinel next time, and then try to continue, like add to the wounds this guy had.
He's gonna be like George Jefferson, moving on up.
Okay.
That
moving up.
reference is like 60 years old.
Is it really? I mean that's kind of hard. Ouch.
Oh
You're
my god, I
old.
suck. I suck. I'm gonna do an action surge to see if I suck less next time around.
Oh.
Yeah, those are practice.
Apparently you gotta get warmed up. Hey, bada. Guy's got a few hitty points. He's only got 2 drops.
Yeah, he's got one or two.
I might take a couple levels in crazy.
Couple levels and crazy. I think you've professionalized crazy.
All right. So another guy jumps out from the mushrooms over here and comes running straight towards CSB, screaming the same thing as the last guy. And he also has a dagger.
We don't see him yet.
Why not? There you go.
There he is. Hunchback.
So he was back in these that area
Purples?
there. Yeah, in the purple mushrooms, and he jumps out and runs at CSB and starts trying to stab him with his dagger. once, hitting customer support bot, and stabby McStabby gets him a little bit, and then twice is a miss, and 3 times is also a miss. And then he bonus action disengages and then moves to step away. And I know you have Sentinel, but he doesn't know that.
Okay.
So he is planning on moving. If you're going to use Sentinel, go ahead.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna tell him that I have Sentinel and like swing 5 feet over his dumb little head and let him walk away.
All right. And he steps back and starts cackling and giggling.
More of them coming out of the bushes.
Well, I put the whole map on the combat tracker. It's probably a bad idea, but I mean, I don't know. Are you able to see the guys down here?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
see
Okay.
Lank
You see a
and
couple of
worthless
Darrow.
Shuckle.
Yeah, there's a couple of Darrow down by this this little pond over there. And they're kind of glancing over at you, but they don't seem to react at all. They're just,
Are they like fishing or something? I mean, what are they doing down there? Can we tell?
they're just standing there. They're not doing anything.
Like looking back.
Oh hum. Too many of these. All right, Sir Tegas.
Alright, so I'm going to spin around, slash with my sword a few times. And that is it. This guy is hardier than normal.
All right. Went.
Quint is going to guess he's gonna try to just finish this cheery undershirt guy off with an arrow. Firing down from 15 feet up, so I pretty much can see him pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, you've got a clear line of sight.
Long,
He's still standing around the fungi, but he's pretty well exposed now that everybody's been bashing on him.
Alright, here we go. Twang! Wait, why did I have...
Because you attacked yourself
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
but you can use uncanny dodge, so
Nice!
you're good.
after damage.
Use it.
I had disadvantage on myself? Is that why I rolled 2 dice? I need to target him. Yeah. There it goes. And I did hit him. Why didn't it give me sneak attack?
I think because it already triggered when you attacked yourself.
Because you redid the attack
I've already
roll.
got it.
Oh, so let me
No.
just...
You already have it on you.
Yeah. So you just roll the damage and it'll apply.
Oh, okay. I'll scroll down there. Here it goes. Still didn't drop his little. Did it not drop on him?
No,
There
it did.
is. No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did. You just did it to him twice.
Whoa. Alright, I'll take that off of him. Sorry, Senior. Alright, then he's gonna actually move over here in the corner up in the ceiling and bonus action hide
Okay.
and dim light up there. Are you still running that extension?
Which one?
The stealth one that I should have used
Yes.
before I. Okay, next time I won't do it before I
Yeah.
cast my turn.
Do it on your turn. Yeah.
But I'll drop this for you here in a second.
Okay. At the top of the round.
Eek.
All right. So. Okay, very good. This guy comes running up, standing next to the three of you, and you see his body start to twist and shift and contort, and he's having these weird spasms all over his body, like his joints are popping out of place, and his elbow and shoulders and knees and everything's just like contorting and very strange. So each of you are kind of weirded out by what's going on with him. It's just a strange sensation coming over you. So you get a wisdom saving throw.
So the other males who also went through puberty, do we get an advantage?
So CSB and Tarian have failed their saving throw. So you are affected as if by the confusion spell.
Nice. I like confusion.
Yeah. So this is the spell, and there is a table. Table. Isn't there a table?
It's in the spell, but I think there's a separate one.
Oh. It's confused behavior, not confusion. So those of you that are confused, go ahead and use that table when it's on your turn. So you can't take reactions. So no sentinel. At the start of your turn, you roll a d10 on that roll on that table, and do whatever it says. And then this guy is going to bonus action, step back a couple of steps, and pass his turn. So CSB gets to start off confused. I need to add that as an effect.
All right, I'm gonna move in a random direction. Do I want me to roll a d8 to figure out that direction?
Yeah, that works. I will trust you to
Going Widdershins. So west.
Weast.
So I'm gonna go stand in the. I'm gonna go stand in the sea monkeys.
All right. You go jump in and splash. And
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like a rinse and repeat.
I moonwalk over there. It's a really cool effect.
Okay, so hold on,
Oh, sorry.
because you just caused 2 attacks of opportunity. The first one
Didn't he
whips
get
out with
to?
his dagger. Wah, 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 and he misses. And the second one is going to take his attack of opportunity against you. And that one is a hit as he stabs you. And you get a save at the end of your... at the end of each of your turns. So I'm going to push this at the end of your turn. You still fail.
Jeez.
I have no skills other than being hard to kill and stabbing things well.
All right. So this guy stays right where he is
I'm done with this
and
guy.
crouches down, and again is going to take a stab at Certegos with his dagger. With advantage, but he misses on his first one.
I just watched my cousin Vinny recently.
And
I'm done with this guy.
a third attack hits. And he stabs at you for only 7 points of damage, and then he bonus action disengages, and
So what was his first attack with advantage?
he's doing the cunning cunning strike thing, so he can't
So
move.
He can't
Yeah,
disengage.
you're right. So he's not going to be moving. That brings up the question: does that apply to all attacks you make that turn?
I've never done it that way, but I don't know.
Yeah, because
I've never actually read the thing.
rogues only ever get one attack.
So
So this is an NPC. But no. So he just hit you for the one, and that's it.
Oh, you
It
mean
says
he's
you give
using?
yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn.
Right, makes sense.
So it's just one. Yeah.
Just the one. All right.
Cool. All right. So this time, thing is taking a lot more damage than it should. So I'm going to attack it. My finger on the trigger.
You whiff over Tyrion's head.
There's been several whiffs lately.
Alright, so this time, I'm going to have a little bit more of an oomph to it. Let me go with level 1 Schmite.
Ooh, juicy.
Nice.
Alright, there's 2 attacks. So the first one just as this other guy leaves and he stabs into me, throws off my balance, catch myself, and then slam down, and the whole thing just lights up in light as it burns through his skin.
All right, so Tegas, you've been given advantage by the Ship of Fools.
Jingo.
Nice. Jingo in the house.
So I didn't scroll down earlier. I thought, geez, I got a 6 initiative. I'm going last, and now that we've gotten lower, I realize that you guys suck worse than I did on that roll.
On this particular initiative roll.
Blinkentarian. Even the cannon sucked.
I swear, it's something about Fantasy Grounds. I always roll poor initiatives. I don't know what it is.
I always roll a good initiative when I don't want to go first.
All right, Quinn.
Right? I don't want to go first. That means I'm making the decision. Are we shooting this guy in the head or not? Well, Quinn's going to continue to shoot at this guy. Um, do I have advantage because I'm hiding from him or no? He probably can see me, right? He's got dark vision, I'm sure.
Yeah, he can see you. You're not
Well,
hiding behind
I'll
anything.
I'll just use. I'm not gonna bonus action anyway, so I'm gonna just use steady aim on his butthole. Make sure I hit him. There you
On
go.
his butthole.
Oh wait, I just dropped that on
Precisely.
him. Sorry, take that off of him for me, please. I meant to put that on me. I
On
know how to
him?
play. Yeah, I put it on him.
Now I gotta find him. There he is.
I could delete it, I guess, but
Oh, I got it.
I want to roll the one where I hit him with my longbow, like that, with advantage to the. Yes.
To the butthole.
I shoot him in the top of the head. Thunk.
Well, that drops him.
And as a free action, let's see. There's another one over there. I can't move or anything, so down arrow.
And blink.
All right. Blink probably should have done this earlier, but he's gonna get out his tools and summon the cannon. So we will have the cannon next turn to help everybody out with. And I think that's about all he can
Well,
do.
I think Blink was in the impression like Quint was that this guy's a chode, right? Like he's gonna
Yeah,
take
exactly.
you like used your cantrip, but he wasn't.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll take this guy out pretty quick. Oh no, wait, where's the cannon? Oh shoot, he's like fumbling for his tools.
All right, Tyrion.
All right. Let's see how confused I am. I'm
Uh,
confused.
a
All right,
D8.
so D8. And
Is it the same
I was
way
going.
CS Spot just went?
Well, I was going to go clockwise, not counterclockwise, but I
Oh,
suppose I didn't see that already. So I don't know.
that's the way I do. I
Yeah,
always go 1, 2, 3
One,
Yeah.
clockwise.
two, three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to be
So I was.
difficult.
Oh, do I have?
Yeah, it's your
How
call
far do
on the
I move?
direction since you're the
yeah.
player, right?
Yeah.
Up to you.
Oh, let's move it to move in a random
Oh,
direction.
so I just will keep trying to walk through this wall.
Okay. Start punching the wall. Yeah.
I
All
should
right.
have done this with CSB, but I didn't think about it. I would like to use Flash of Genius to give Tyrion +5 on his saving throw.
Oh,
Is that a
yeah.
reaction?
It is a reaction, yes.
All right.
Oh,
Go ahead and give
thank,
yourself +5.
thank you.
Do you know how to? You just click the on the lower left. Yeah, click.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll roll it.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry, I rolled it.
Well, that succeeded. That was a check, not a saving throw.
Oh.
So go ahead and apply the wisdom +5, and then I'll push it.
Push it real good. Oh,
Okay.
Diablo Bob's not here. Ew.
And you failed.
Boo.
Boo. Is that failure considered a 10-minute break? Is that?
You're wasting
It will be as soon as we get to the top of the round.
Oh, there's like nobody left on the combat tracker except for bad guys, so they don't get to go. They gotta wait.
There we go. Now we're at the
Yeah.
top of the round. So 10-minute break.
So yeah, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. I'm gonna put on the slideshow and some pretzel music and the timer, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Well, maybe a little bit longer. 10 and 36 seconds or something by the time I get it over there. But Come on, timer. All right. And pretzel music, and we'll be back. See you in a little bit. All right, we are coming back from break. Turning off the music and the timer. We don't need all that. And looks like most of us are back. So, yeah, there we all are. All right. Are we ready to rock? Ready?
I think so.
Whoa! What happened? Oh, I thought we got raided or something. Somebody played it in Discord. I think that's my raid sound or something close to that. It's pouring
All
down
right,
rain here
Blink,
again.
All
top of the
right.
round.
All right. I will finish summoning the cannon, which will move over here
Get this map a little
and
bit.
sure. There we go. Give out some temporary hit points. Oh, jeez. Of course. And then finish its movement. And then that was my bonus action. So for my action, I will take a shot at this Darrow over here.
That's a hit.
All right. And move up a little bit.
Does he have to do like a concentration, or was that like a potion that made us confused?
It's a special ability that they have called Maddening Convulsions. So it is not a spell. It's not something he's concentrating on.
Convulsions.
Sir Tegas.
This is not something I do very often, but I focusing on my Tagos as I move over, and the whole blade starts to glow and stay glowing as I move up and slash out at this thing. I imbue it with some magicalness. Alright, this one I am going to also do a little smite action. This time I'm going to do it level 3. Alright, so I'll reapply it to myself. I can't dig it up.
I've removed it from it.
It's okay.
You can't see him in the combat tracker?
No,
No,
none of
you
the
can't see him
enemies
when
are
you go away.
visible.
Oh,
You got-
right.
We don't rate on your table.
No, that was something we talked about previously. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's a setting.
Alright, and sadly this is not one of the characters I can re-roll stuff on, so I'm keeping a 24.
It's the only one
And
out of your
second attack
6.
that hits.
You. Huh. It looked bad, but that's actually pretty good.
It didn't go away. That's just weird. I'll check the coding on this. All right. So I'll just expend another third level smite and just say I smite twice instead of screwing with it.
Okay.
Didn't intend to, but that's alright. I will smite thee
I'm
so hard your mother will cry.
kind of trying to remember that Quint doesn't have hover, so he technically should be moving.
But he can't move because he's taking steady aim.
Well, no, he can't take steady aim because he needs to move. So, I mean, that's what I'm trying to remember. So he's going to move over here and take a shot at this guy with his longbow.
All right.
Twang. Oh, nice. And I will shoot him in the back of the neck. 24. I'm not as baller as the paladin, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
He screams at you. The Witch Queen will have vengeance on thee! As he stays right where he is and pulls out his dagger and attempts to shank Sertegas. And takes the advantage to do a little bit of sneak attack damage as he shanks him with the dagger for 20 points of damage. And then for his second attack, also going to hit, but no sneak attack on that one. And his third attack trying to hamstring you, but he's blocked by your armor. Right, Tyrion.
I thought I had saved, so I closed that confusion table. So can you give it back to me, please?
Sure. Should still be shared with you. Got it?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
You can act normally. Nice.
Well, is that a thing for Tarian? Normal?
Normal for Tyrion.
I was gonna say normal for me. I don't know. I'm more normal than CSBs, so
Yeah.
the bar's pretty low. All
There's
right.
some flexing going on. We know it. There's some flexing going
Oh yeah, he obviously was flexing.
on. Oh, what, two?
Boo.
Not a
All right,
halfling one.
we'll try one more time.
At least you got
You're
better.
still getting out over the confusion.
Yeah, a little better, too.
Yeah.
All right, before you pass
Okay,
your
and then
turn,
I have to do. Oh
I'll give you the saving throw.
yeah.
Are you doing Flash of Genius again, Blink?
This guy's almost dead. I think we can finish him off. I don't
Okay.
think I need to.
As
Till Tyrion
Tyrion
turns and
fails
starts
again.
smacking on an employee or a party member next round.
Could very well be.
You know that's when Tyrion's
Oh.
gonna crit too, right? That's when it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Even if this guy dies,
That's
are
how
they
that
still gonna
goes.
have that on him? I guess I should have. Oh well, it's too late now.
All right. Confused.
I'm just gonna
Does-
stand in my puddle.
Do anything?
I will give Flash of Genius to CSB.
All right.
I'm facing the wall.
So
He
give
already
yourself
rolled. Oh, for the
plus
save.
5 for the
save.
save.
Thank you.
Yes. Go ahead
I
and
was
put
thinking you get a plus 5 on the confused behavior table. I was like brain fart for a second there.
And success. You are
Wow.
no longer confused.
You see. You see.
Wow.
The
Thank you.
end of your turn.
Ooh.
top of the round.
I rolled high on my initiative. Wow.
All right, this guy. He seems to really like Certega, so he is going to do the same thing. Stay right where he is and scream at you. Trying to stick you with his dagger. And a 23 misses. Okay. So for his second attack is a miss, and his third attack is a miss. Quint.
Quint's gonna try another arrow in this guy. Like this one right there. Hold that one. No! Sadly. And as he's moving over there. It's all or nothing with a rogue.
Yep. Blank.
All
So
right.
can we hire one of these guys to be our rogue? Because they get 3 attacks.
Right? They're way better than Quint is.
Yeah, that's great. The cannon will move down and
They're-
do some temporary hit points. Oh,
Yeah, but
wait,
you
oh,
guys,
five,
you guys
10,
have never had any better white protection than
Nope.
Quint.
one. That's true.
Or Wraith. Was it a Wraith or a white?
Wraith.
A Wraith
Wraith.
protection. Yeah.
Sure. Yep. There was a rate. Don't worry. We all believe you.
I was protecting you. That's why you didn't see it.
I will. Blink will come up next
Good
to this
night.
guy.
Say goodnight to Christopher.
And using
Oh, you guys let him stay
blindsider,
up late.
give himself.
Yeah, it's a
advantage.
weekend. Long weekend. He only took him out to catch the bus to school this morning. They waited 15 minutes before realizing it's a school holiday.
Oops.
Nope.
Well, don't forget Monday's Labor Day too, so school's
You're
probably
right.
closed too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are some of the best days. You're up
Oh,
and
yeah.
ready,
Uh,
and then you. Oh,
I've been at the bus stop on a
Saturday.
Saturday. I have done it myself.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
Like, where's everybody at for the bus? I mean, me and my brother both were there.
I've done that for work. Gotten in the car, realized, wait a minute.
At least you didn't get to the office. Tegas.
Okay, this thing is looking pretty shabby, so
He's waiting for that chat heal. Right, Ingorgio?
Grigio fell asleep.
30
Ah.
hits.
Yeah. Don't give him any ideas.
Ew.
14
A
does not-
fry.
He lived another day.
Hunchbacked is still alive. He's pretty creepy
Yeah, we're
looking
good
though.
past the turn.
Yay, I
He's
can
no
move.
longer confused.
Step out of my puddle.
Rip, rip, rip.
Try to kill this man.
Is there like a oily sheen on top of that puddle now?
Oh yeah, and my feet have already started to rust. I've made of only the cheapest metals, and they mixed metals too. So like, there's that weird metal rot happening.
So the same thing that a Yugo's made out of? Remember those? Like, don't wash them for a week and they're rusted.
All right, you'll finally kill it.
And he continues to smash it.
As
Gorvios.
this thing goes down.
Garrido says he took a nap one time when he got home from school, got up and looked at the clock, saw it was 7:30, and got in a big rush because he thought he was late for school. Mm, I've done that actually. Forgot, didn't realize it was like morning versus night.
Yeah. All right. So we are out of combat right now, as those two are dead.
All right, so Quinn's gonna probably
Eh,
land.
When he died, did I stop being confused?
No, you did not. How
Alright,
long
well,
are you gonna sit here? It's been
I
what, 2 rounds? 3 rounds? It lasts for 1 minute. So you can roll 7 times on the table and 7 saving throws before it'll naturally expire.
all right, well, Quinn's gonna move over here and hide in the corner,
Yeah,
so
you guys might
hopefully
want to back up.
until until it wears off.
All right, so go ahead and roll on the confusion table.
No actions.
Okay, no
Okay,
actions or
nothing happens.
reactions.
Yep.
Now just make your save and
N-
we're good.
Is he gonna get the flash of genius every time?
No, because I can only use that 5 times total,
Okay,
and so
so
with
first
7 tries, I
time.
think he can get it.
There you
There you
go.
go.
First try. There you go.
Ah.
Hey, phew. Get beat up by your own barbarian.
Yeah, Sir Tegas was confident that I wasn't going to kill him.
All right, and looking off to the south, you can see a couple of different Darrow that are just, two of them are kind of hanging out over by the pool. They look like they're saying stuff to each other. They're kind of a little bit of ways away, so you can't really clearly make out what they're saying to each other. Um, but they do seem to be kind of talking to each other quite a bit.
Well, Quinn wants to examine one of these dead
Nice.
dead guys that we just killed, and
Okay.
he wants to make sure that
Yeah, let's.
they're dead, right? They're not gonna convult or something.
All right. Taking a closer look at him, this blue-skinned dwarven creature wears leather armor smeared with blood and filth. The dagger, however, is immaculate. It gorgeous-looking dagger. Its milky white eyes complement equally white hair, which sprouts chaotically from its head in a multitude of directions. And then its movements are twitchy and unpredictable. But it definitely appears dead. There's lots of, slices taken out of it, uh, especially the, 5 or 10 times that CSB continued
and it
smacking at it
and it
after it
also
had already died.
doesn't appear to have been undead either, right? That's another.
No, it's
Yeah. Okay.
bleeding. It does not appear to be undead at all.
So let's pick up the two daggers. Um, do they
They would just be normal daggers. And
they just do they keep them like very well? Is that what?
yeah, they're basically rogues, so they sharpen their stuff.
So
They're
they
not magical. Would be normal daggers, but
they name them and
yeah,
keep them under their pillow at night. Okay, I get it.
this is Betsy.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna like chuck them over there in the mushroom pile or something, just so they're not
All
easy to
right.
get to. I know Quint doesn't need a couple extra daggers, but he will pick up more of his arrows though that he
These
used.
might be the hidden items, the hidden treasures.
Maybe.
It's
Yeah,
okay. Well,
it's true.
they're over there. I just put them right over there by that mushroom.
You hid them
Uh,
by the treasures. So if we find them where you hid them,
Then it's
say
we
it.
could talk to Okra. What was it?
Okra? Orda?
Is it was it Oprah? Who was it?
Yes.
Oprah? Yeah, Oprah. Yep.
Yeah,
So we
equally
gonna get a
crazy.
free car? What's gonna happen?
So I'm going to come back over here and continue my search.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Anyone who wants to search the area.
Well, the last time we searched the area, we found one of these guys, so Quint's not gonna really look. I'm like, I don't really want to find another one of those guys. No, Quint's gonna. Did you say?
All right. So customer support bot, he gets over there and he starts trying to move through the mushrooms, and he's just like making a mess of things. Mushrooms are falling down. It's making it much harder to actually find anything as all of this stuff is getting pushed over and smashed out of the way. Tyrion, however, has cleared off an entire big area. It's all looking immaculate, and after all that searching, none of you find anything.
It's funny. Can I do a nature check on this pool and like the mushrooms?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a nature roll. You think the water is drinkable? Zunderbrock, nice.
I want to give my inspiration to
That was good.
Twister's character. Just here, you take it. You just take my inspiration. There you go. You can use it later.
So the water you think is drinkable. It looks clean and relatively fresh. Other than the little shrimp that are living in it. The fungi itself are common cave fungi. They're not edible. Some of the species might be, but not the three types that are immediately near you. But there's nothing too terribly special. You know that they tend to grow in areas where there have been dead bodies in the past, but you don't see anything that indicates that there's any current or recent fresh dead bodies. But you think the patches may be on top of areas where people have been buried or other living things have been buried.
Does
There are two fresh new
Yes,
bodies.
there are two fresh, but they're not. There's nothing growing on them. And I don't know that I'd say that they were fresh. They're pretty rank.
10 minutes for detect magic, guys? What do you think?
Ooh, that'd be nice because it lasts.
Yeah,
a while,
I think
doesn't
it's worth it.
It only
Or do
lasts 10 minutes.
or do we ask him
it?
to burn a spell
It's
slot
great.
and just move on?
You could walk through this whole cavern.
In 10 minutes, that's true. Yeah. The other thing is there a chance that these guys attacked us because we look like we're undead?
No, they're insane.
No, you think they're just crazy? I'm just saying. That.
You don't have to be that smart all the time.
And what they were shouting had nothing
What?
to do with undead.
What if we take off our disguises in here and see what happens with the other guys?
Are we wearing like a skin suit, like, or anything weird like that? Like, or it's just an illusion, right?
It's essentially an illusion, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a much more complete illusion. Like you kind of have that ghoul smell and whatnot. Not the full on stench that affects things, but yeah, you're pretty well disguised.
And I think Quint even like, did some more additions too, like to spruce things up. Like, don't wear the clown suit. It doesn't really go with the illusion. You got put on
If I
this dark
remember right,
jacket.
CSB helped too. Wasn't he carrying large bags of skin or rotten meat to throw on people to?
Yeah, I was trying to make a human suit.
I think Blink
Yeah,
actually
but-
has a sack of flesh. I think.
Well, I do have a bag of skin, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think what CSB was doing though, he did even before we, were disguised. That's just what he does.
Just a side hobby.
Yeah. So yeah, I will. I'll drop the undead illusion.
Okay.
Don't know if it'll help, but it can't hurt, right?
Anu Akma's Book of Hungering Dead. Anu Akma.
And if you guys want to wait, I'm gonna go ahead and cast detect magic as a ritual.
All
Will
right.
Daryl and CS do anything as the illusion drops?
No. The only thing you notice as the illusion drops is your sense of smell, you all of a sudden notice that the air doesn't seem so great in here. It's kind of rank and acrid and stale. Um, and one of the benefits of it was advantage on saving throws against toxic gases and other odors, and you no longer have that. So other than that, the two Darrow that you see down to the south there, as I said, they're kind of talking back and forth with each other. You can't really make out what they're saying. They're not speaking really loud, but they glance over at you every once in a while, but haven't responded otherwise to your presence.
Well,
Let's get closer.
let's kind of go down that way.
Which direction are you going to head?
I mean, we waited the 10 minutes for Blink to cast a spell. Is that did that
Okay,
happen?
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
They don't. Yeah, they're just standing there. You can kind of see by their feet along the shoreline. There's several fishing poles, but they're not holding fishing poles.
And I'm not detecting any magic within 30 feet, right?
Of you, no.
Okay.
Can you? Are we getting close enough that we could hear what they're saying?
Are you trying? You can make a perception check to try and pick out what they're saying.
I think Quint doesn't
Blink
understand what
has
they're.
the
Are they
helmet.
talking in Darrow?
I know they're talking in common.
Oh.
You think they're talking in common? All right. CSB cannot make it out. Tarian, you are able to pick up some of their conversation, and you hear one of them is talking to the other. Is like, you remember that troll thing that was, I got him like 36 times. No, I was at 36 when we finished killing that thing. I hit him, I think it was 4 times, and you only hit him 2. So I've got you up by 2 at least. And the other guy's like, that's bull. I hit him at least 5 times. I'm at 41. You're only at 39. So give me a break. You suck. I'm so much better at this than you. And they seem to be arguing about who's better at hitting things.
CSB, go talk to them.
Alrighty. I actually know a
All
lot
right.
about hitting things.
Stop right there. And as you get there, they immediately turn their attention to you and yell out in a kind of a loud, commanding voice, "Halt! Right where you are! Stop! Don't come any closer!
Okay.
If you stop and leave the cave immediately, or you will regret your decision."
We're
We're-
we were invited.
One turns to the other.
Yep. What was
Do
that
we
guy's
allow
name? He could say
invitations?
that guy sent us.
Gorlu sent us.
Orlu sent us.
Who's Gorlu?
There's also a
I don't know.
sign out front.
You will regret your decision if you come any further. That's what we're supposed to say, right? I think so.
Do you not care that we killed a couple dudes up there? Or is it just like we can't go farther than this?
I'm looking for like a string or a trap or something.
If he
Quint's
comes
doing
any
his
closer, I'm
roguish
gonna hit him
attitude.
hard. Then I'll be up ahead, up at 42, and you'll only be at 39. So remember that.
What if we go the side tunnel to the east of us, and maybe we could go around him?
What? Are we looking for these guys? Isn't that why we're here?
Are we? Probably.
I mean,
And from where you're at, CSB, you can kind of clearly see over in that direction. There's another one of these anti-paladin dudes, and another one of those shadow seeker dudes, and they seem to be like one's chasing the other, kinda, and like the anti-paladin will be chasing the shadow seeker and smacking him around a little bit on the back of his head as the shadow seeker tries to duck and run away and hide underneath the fungi there, the mushrooms and stuff. Jumps in the water a little bit and then runs back around, kind of back and forth throughout this whole area here. They just seem to be like you'd expect 5-year-old little kids playing tag, except the guy's like full on punching him instead of being nice.
I
Not
wanna
doing a lot of
search
damage, but what's that?
purple patch. I want to search this purple patch while they're talking to everybody.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I think.
You get a lot of purple dust all over your clothing, and you think it's going to stain your hands a little bit, but you don't find anything of interest.
I'm gonna do an insight check and see if these guys really are gonna like freak out if I come closer if they don't know what they're doing.
Okay, yeah, give me an
-2.
insight check.
Woohoo!
Uh, they look, I mean, serious. They're brandishing their weapons. They look like they know what they're doing with them. And they're keeping a very close eye on you at this point.
I'm gonna point
So,
in oops in that direction over there at those guys and say, I heard those guys saying that they're better at hitting stuff than you guys are.
Are they better? No, no. We'd kick their asses totally, but we can't go over there. They got to come over here.
who told you we can't go any further? We were invited. Why can't we go any further? Who told you that?
Orta said no. You'll regret it if you come any closer. Not one more step.
So, when Orda invited us, she told you not to let us in?
I don't know about invitations. That's below my pay grade.
Well, we had them. We have them. Ask her. Go ask her. Maybe you should just let us go ask her.
He looks confused for a second.
I mean, come on, do we look like everyone else around here?
Yes, you look ugly as everyone else here.
We
And
we have
seriously
invitations.
tasty.
You should let us by.
No. Don't take one more step.
I think you're gonna regret it if you don't let us by, because Orda is gonna be mad at you.
I can't regret it. I'm at 41, he's at 39, and I know I can do better than him.
I will
There's
take
no
out the
way that
scroll.
he's going to do better at hitting you than I am.
I
We
will
found the
take out my
treasures that
scroll,
Orda wants, though.
Say it
and
again,
I'll
Sven.
say, I'll take out the scroll and hand it to Quint. So here you can show them the invitation.
Yes. See? We have an invitation. Can I show it to you?
I can't read. You
I'll
can't
read
bring
it.
it here.
I'll read it to you. From here, it's okay. I hear it says, "We are invited by the great Orda to visit her, and we
You
must."
don't know Orda. What does
Well,
she look like?
we don't know. There's no
You'll
picture
have
of
to
her on the
check out the
invitation. We were invited to view her.
Then you're a liar. See, I told you we can beat him up. He's a liar, so it's totally allowed.
I look at Quint looks at Sertegas and says, "Did you make this up?" Hands him the scroll back.
I'll put the scroll away.
That was
But no, we found the hidden prizes, right, guys? And we're supposed to bring them to Orda. right? That's what it says.
Yeah.
Now I know you're a liar because one of them's in here. So you can't have them.
We didn't say we had them all.
Yeah, but all you did was kill those two idiots over by the entrance who don't know
Well,
how to spell when they wrote the entrance sign.
well, they knew one of them had one of the prizes.
No, he
How would you know they
didn't.
can't spell? You can't read.
He
Who's a
took
liar
the
now, idiot?
he took the one from over there when you
Yeah.
weren't looking.
Nah, what?
Go look. I bet you it's gone.
I can't go look. I got to stop you from coming here.
Well,
This
he
is my
can go.
spot. I have to be here.
Well, you got more. You got more points than he does. He can go look then.
No, he has to be here too, because this is his spot.
Well, whoever goes looks gets a point.
Nah, or it would kill us.
Are they like at least
She'll probably kill
looking
us
in the
anyway.
direction of the prize?
They're kind of glancing over. You definitely get the sense that there's a prize in that in this pool that's behind them. That's kind of what
behind
they
them,
were
right?
hinting at. Yeah. And one of them is glancing over at this pool.
So,
Alright, I think we're just gonna have to kill these guys.
Anybody want to go swimming?
No, I took a bath recently.
We can't.
You know.
We
That's
can't
good.
tell if they're in the combat tracker hostile or not. So, I guess everything's hostile now, right? Kill them all.
Yeah, they have red outlines. I'm ready to just
Yeah,
ring the ram them right
They
now.
get rid
Just-
outlines.
Just say sick 'em, boy.
What's that, Sven?
I'm searching the white section where I'm at.
Okay. Same thing. Perception check. All right, blink.
Yeah, I'm kind of peering around the corner, like seeing if I see anything.
All right. As you peer around the corner, very briefly you hear what sounds like a subtle voice chanting, and a giant web pops into existence right in front of you,
Nice.
blocking off that corridor.
There'll be spiders around the corner when you look. There'll be spiders
I-
around the corner when you look.
I grab one of the spiders and eat it as a little snack.
There seems to be plenty of them crawling through this web. It just kind of appeared out of nowhere.
We love WebM.
There's a web over here. I don't.
It's a WebM. WebM.
WebM is the new file format for animated.
Right.
WebM VP8 to be precise.
VP8 is the codec that it has to be in. Yes.
I have no idea what
'Cause
any of that means. I just know that's what it
Unity
has to
doesn't
be.
support VP9
Was the chanting coming from like the northeast or the?
from in there.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go up to this pool and try to look in and see if I see anything.
I'm gonna ready an action that if anybody aggroes, I'm gonna ring of the ram them.
Okay. Let me pull that up. All right. So you're gonna go and take a look at the pool.
Yeah. So can I do like a perception?
Yes. Give me a perception check.
I presume there's nothing in my section.
No, there was nothing in that section of fungi. As you get over to that other fungi, they start yelling at you not to move any closer. So you take a look at the pool, and it looks very much like all of the other, the other pool that you saw. It's deeper You think it may be 10 feet deep. And down at the very bottom of the pool, you think you can make out a sword in a scabbard down at the bottom of the pool.
Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing, Gorgio. I think it would have been funny as shit. Just push.
Somebody
It's not
teleport him in.
it's not Blink that's next to the pool, but still would have been funny as hell.
No, I think he meant into the webs.
Oh,
Oh,
that
into the webs.
With detect magic on, do I see anything in the pool?
You're too far because it's
30 feet?
yeah, but
yeah.
you
If
got to
you're
be
at
able
the
to
edge of the pool
see in the
to see
water.
down into it, yeah, you can only see
All right.
across the surface right now.
I'm gonna
So.
jump in and try to swim down and grab the sword.
All right. Very good. Give me
That was
one
so
second here.
funny the time you dove into the gelatinous cube too. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it might be just like that. It might be what
All right.
happens here.
You dive in, and where is that? There we go. And immediately as you get into the water, you feel like your skin is on fire as you feel this corrosive, painfully racking as you jump into the pool. So let me grab this as a. You make a saving throw. Go ahead and roll that for me. Which you fail. And so you are going to take 12 points of poison damage. And your saving throw was a 13. Okay, so let me go ahead and
12 out of a possible 40, though. That's
yes.
pretty low.
Oh,
Poison and not acid, eh? Okay.
yes, this is poison damage. As you kind of get the sensation that this entire pool is filled with a liquid toxin.
Can he grab the sword while he's there?
Yeah, like I'm
Uh,
already in.
yeah,
Well,
he can.
there.
He can dive down.
So he's not at the sword yet.
He's not at the sword. He does just as soon as he got into the pool. So you're gonna dive down and.
Are you gonna open your eyes underwater so you can see where the sword is?
Quint's gonna try to take some cover and concealment from whoever cast that spell. He's gonna step back in this mushroom area.
Okay. All right. So you are diving down. Kind of swim down again. Are you opening your eyes under here,
Well,
or no?
I think I can like kind of have the idea where it was from looking
Okay.
before I went in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you dive down and you are kind of searching around. You got a kind of fairly good idea as you are searching around. So I'm gonna have you give me another save. Which you fail.
Oh.
And this time you're going to
Ouch.
take
This is a
23
really good
points
plan.
Holy
of
cow.
poison damage.
Is this how Tyrion dies?
Some
All right,
watery
now.
tart handing out swords is no form of government.
As you are kind of padding
Let's
around,
have
you
leave.
do come across the sword, and your hand also hits two small kind of round objects. You don't know what they are because you didn't see them, but there's two kind of hard, small, round objects there at the bottom of the pool that your hand is right near the sword.
Oh.
No, they're much smaller than that.
Oh.
They're like
Okay.
marble sized or smaller than marble sized objects at the bottom of the pool. So
All
do you
right, I'm
want to?
gonna try to take everything.
You can try to take everything. All right. So you do your best to gather everything and scoop everything up. So I'm gonna and then swim out. Right. All right, I'm going to give you one more as you
I
work
give
your
you
way
my
out.
inspiration, but I already gave it to Sven's character.
This time you
I should've
make
used
it.
Oh, yay.
So you're only going to take half damage.
So 15 this time instead of 30.
As you take 15 points of poison damage. As you successfully climb out of the pool there.
That was fine, guys. It was no
And
problem.
you've got a sword in your hand, and you have 2 red gems that you believe are rubies. So I'm going to go ahead.
Did the
Add these
acid
to the party
bleacher
sheet.
affect his tattoos in any way?
It was poison, not acid, but
Okay. Sorry, the poison.
yeah, they did not affect the tattoos in any way. And I have not identified it yet until
That would have
you
been
guys have a
awesome that
chance.
the sword made him stick and be held under the water. That would have been
It was
a mimic.
stuck under there. It
little word.
requires
A
a
mimic.
strength check to. Blink. When she comes out with the sword, you immediately notice it is magical.
Sweet. Let's check it out.
While he's diving, I'm going to search this patch.
Okay.
Those guys
Eh.
didn't care that I dove in that pool. That
Quint-
didn't bother them.
No, their job's to protect this pool. You didn't get close enough. If you get too close, they'll come after you.
Quint's like trying to, watch this area, towards the east.
All right,
Make sure
you
no
continue
one's-
to search those mushrooms and do not find anything in there.
So what are the 2 round things that he came up with? I mean, can Quint make them out from the shadows over
Yeah,
here?
rubies.
Oh yeah, I tell them. I'm like, I got a couple of rubies in this cool sword.
I wonder if those rubies are the prizes that we seek to speak with
Or the
O-
sword.
Okra. Oprah. I hope it's not the sword. That's a mighty nice short sword? Long sword?
Longsword.
Which
It is a mighty nice longsword.
Tarion
In
uses
fact, let
a
me see if there's an
longsword?
image.
If you guys
Somebody
want to
was
wait
using
10
a
minutes,
longsword.
I can identify it.
I
but-
do use a longsword.
Oh.
Is there an image?
I mean, I feel like I should get it because I risked my life.
I agree.
Well, the only reason you wouldn't get it is if it's like
Nah, there's no image for it.
would be silly for you to be wielding it, right?
Yes, there's
Like
some
you
of the
can't
rules
rage if
it's
you use it
better
or something
for.
like. Or
Yeah, that wouldn't be
Oh
worth
yes,
it.
there
Or in
is
the-
a longsword image.
in a paladin's hand, it is a holy avenger +5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
Wow, that's pretty cool looking.
It is a fancy looking. It's got this little
You know,
hole in the center there with 2 points coming to a
it looks
point there.
kind of Klingon-ish, right?
Yeah, kind of has that look. It's
I
almost
forget
like
what-
2 fangs of teeth or something, you know.
There's a nice skull with a sword going through it, and is that like a octopus guy?
It's like S's spear. How I imagined when he was. Yeah, there's some kind of weird skull with a something going through its mouth.
Like a genie lamp. No, it's
So yeah, I'll hang on to it until I can figure out what it is exactly.
Okay.
I think if we're gonna check out the other pool, though, guys, we're just gonna have to fight these guys.
It's like it dip a toe first or lick it, see, before we dive in.
Anybody have any poison resistance or?
Me, I can't be
Or-
poisoned.
Immunity.
I'm a
yeah,
robot.
CS bot is immune
yeah.
to poison.
I was
Probably
watching you
better
do it the
idea.
whole time, confused, but you seem to be enjoying yourself. I can't read human emotion.
All right, everybody's moving around.
Quentin was poisoned all day yesterday. He doesn't need to none more of it. I'm staying away from the lakes of poison.
Yeah, that whole thing seems to be nothing but poison.
Do you guys want a revolutionary army it and just line up and shoot at these guys all at once?
Fireball him.
Probably should.
Well, I'm ready to shoot this Ring of the Ram at one of these jerks as soon as either
mean-
Tyrion or Surtegas tells me I can.
Does that knock him backwards? Because that would be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Knock
planning
him.
on using all 3 of the charges, so it would, if it hits, do 60, 10 force damage and push him back 15 feet.
I think-
Perfect.
Tyrion hears you talking about this plan. I'm like, let's do it. These guys aren't going to let us pass.
All right, I'm going to use my inspiration on this, Boop.
I'm gonna light up the other one.
Oh, nice. Ring of the Ram, a crit? Ooh.
Ow.
I mean,
Boom!
holy
As he just
crap.
disappears.
Wow.
Well,
Somebody
the,
tell you,
Mystified.
it broke my fantasy grounds for a minute.
all right, so the red mist that he was moves back 15 feet.
96 points of damage with a Ring of the Ram to the guy's face.
Oh, I was aiming lower than that. I was aiming for
Nothing
the
but
groin.
miss. All right,
Yeah,
so
sorry.
the Ring of the Ram starts it off, and then we'll go ahead and start initiative, and we'll go to Quint.
Well, Quint's happily not gonna move since he's sitting on this mushroom, and he's gonna take steady aim at this guy and try to shoot him with his longbow.
Okay.
Twang. Oops.
Back to
Oh,
back.
glorious.
Quint kind of looks over at CS Spot and smiles a little as he does 63 points of damage. Not enough to kill him.
Damn.
So
but-
much dice.
And
Oh, that's awesome.
and passes
We gotta
his
sucker
turn.
punch people more often, guys. This is great.
I mean, that was pretty close to dropping him. Four blood drops. We're trying to be quiet about
All right,
it too,
Tyrion.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally
if I
quiet.
explode a man.
Nobody in the
All right.
entire cavern can
right?
hear
A
this
Ring of the
man.
Ram doesn't make any noise.
I think a man popping like a water balloon does.
I'm sure there's
All
an
right.
example.
He didn't even have time to insult his dead companion, which is what he was going to do on his turn. For being such a wuss.
I'm sure somewhere there's a boys example of what it sounds like to get exploded like that.
I'm
If you-
sure.
If you watch that.
Or the end of the Watchmen
Show.
movie. Spoilers.
This is what they look like, by the way. I think I showed you this before with the guy you rescued, but
Well, they didn't get a chance to use this big claw.
I didn't get a chance to use anything.
You exploded. Do you know how many points you just lost?
All right.
Look
so
at
you
his
get
belt
up-
buckle. Ha! Funny.
Yeah, it says here the two anti-paladins stand guard in front of the fishing pond to the south. They order the characters to stop when they get within 30 feet of the pond. They They tell them to leave or they'll regret their decision. While fighting the characters, they choose individual targets and brag about every blow that they land against their targets, keeping a verbal running tally that continues from a previous fight, 41 versus 39 at the beginning of combat. The pair fight to the death. If one of the perishes before the other, the surviving Darrow mocks his fallen comrade.
And this is in the Empire of the Ghouls.
This is straight out of the
Nice.
It's great.
I love it.
That's pretty fun.
Let me
I might have
turn
to
off.
borrow that for another
Yeah,
campaign.
you just sit there and insult each other.
I ran an encounter a couple times where there's usually ogres or hill giants or something, and they're fishing with pixies, like sticking them on hooks, and the pixies are screaming out.
Fly
See what
fishing?
like the
Alright, see ya.
players do, yeah. You know
All right, I want to inspect this water.
the
All right, you
the
get over to the
basket
water.
that the pixies have some kind of make the pixies all like loopy, right? You know, so that's why they're in there.
So you look into the water and give me a perception check.
Anybody else want to look with me? I am an idiot.
Yep, I will.
Yeah, Quint's kind of watching where this web came from. He's not sure what's going on over here.
Hey, smart lizard, get over
and
here.
You do notice to the south of the pool is what looks like a human kind of chained up. He's got manacles around his hands. And there are the two over here
The mimic.
that keep chasing after one another.
Does the human have any rubies or a magical sword?
You do not see any rubies or magical sword.
I'm gonna call out. Are you a mimic? If you're a mimic, you have to tell us.
No, I'm not. Please, get me out of here. These guys are fucking crazy. Please, just get me out of here.
Okay, let me just dive into this. Anything you can tell me about this pool? If you tell me about the pool, I will save you.
They like to fish in it. There's fish down there.
All right. When you say fish, is
They
it like
throw
regular
bodies
fish?
in there every once in a while.
Are they like horror fish from, like, are they giant, terrible piranhas? I need.
I don't know. They eat them. They fish them and they eat them, and then they occasionally throw dead bodies in there.
I'm gonna take the one Darrow corpse and throw it on the surface and see what happens.
Okay.
The one that isn't missed.
You chuck the Darrow corpse in there, and within seconds, you see coming up to the surface a whole bunch of fish. That should be visible now. A whole bunch of fish just come up and just start swarming it, doing the whole, movie piranha thing, stripping its body of every bit of flesh.
Well, I'm not flesh, so I'll probably be fine.
And
Fish.
You notice the guy the human guy kind of yells, a little bit before you got here, they poured something in the water. And just then you see one of these swarms of gippers fly out of the water and kind of land on top of the body and is flying there eating the body, like suspended in midair. And is chewing on the top of the body while some of the others are eating it from below.
I'm gonna do a nature check to see if I'm smart enough to even know that's weird.
It's quite still too far away, I think, to be watching that.
You think it's a little odd? You don't see very many fish fly, except for those ones that you saw up north. There was a few flying fish you saw up there, but most normal fish in your experience are like goldfish, and they don't fly.
I think something's weird with these fish, guys. My keen eyes have detected something.
You better watch it. They may ask for like a 5,000 gold piece magical item.
So, should I just dive in here, guys? Should I just walk, or should we try fishing? I'm okay with walking on the bottom. I don't need to breathe. I don't know if they'll be interested in me because I'm not flesh.
Don't want the Quippers gonna eat you
Yeah,
though.
give it a
have-
try.
Quipper repellent.
All right, I'm gonna put my leg in the water. I'm not
Okay.
gonna try to wiggle it or anything. I'm just sticking my leg in the water.
They immediately come over, and one of them attempts to take a bite at you. And let's see if it hits. It misses, but it kind of senses that you're not flesh, and it kind of then ignores you.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Like
just
it-
gonna walk along the bottom of the thing like a zombie would.
Okay. You climb on in and walk along the bottom. And the pool, this one's quite a bit deeper. This one's goes down about 20 feet. And the other kippers also, once you jump in, they kind of swim near you and kind of swarm around you for a little bit, and then realize you're not flesh and just decide you're boring and ignore you.
Plus, there's
Um,
a liquefied Darrow that he chummed the water with just a few seconds ago.
yeah.
So that's really got him.
And the one that was on top of the body, when he's done eating there, he flies over and he starts munching on the little bits of flesh that are left from this mystified one.
Okay, can one of you catch me that? I want a piranha balloon. I want to have that little guy flying around my head.
And
And I'm gonna call him Bubbles.
You have hundreds of them around you. You just grab one.
But those ones, maybe they can't fly.
And deep down in the water, it's pretty dark, but as you are shuffling along the bottom, your foot clangs into something large and metal. And you kind of get the feeling that it's about the size of a shield.
I was gonna
Okay, I
say,
have goggles of
Dad.
night. Does that help, or is it like a opaque
It's
water?
murky.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just murky. And you have this shield. You find it, and you're able to come out and take a look at it. And it has this weird-looking paw print emblazoned on the front of the shield.
Paw print.
Hmm.
It's a
We
raccoon.
got a lot of neat stuff, guys.
It's a raccoon paw.
I don't
Nice.
understand the purpose of shields. I always just use my face, so if somebody else wants this.
I don't know. I got a shield that looks like a boob, so that's hard to give up.
All right. Well,
Sir Tagos, does he use a shield?
No, I use a two-handed sword.
we're gonna do this.
Had to have been the halfling rolled a 1 on his initiative.
As the kippers decide, they all start flying out, and they're hungry, they're looking for food, as they realize there's people around and they can come out of the water. So we're gonna start off the top of the round with Quint.
Alright, well,
As I get the initiative right.
Quint was kind of, on guard and stuff over there anyways, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say maybe this one that he can see.
That's the one that was munching on the bits of Ring of Rammed.
Yeah, so he's gonna do his what you call it? Steady aim
Okay.
and take a shot.
Every time you say you're taking steady aim, I picture him like taking a flask out for some reason. Like
Takes his
get rid of the
sword.
shake in his hand.
Take
Say-
a shot before you shoot.
It steadies my aim.
As he
Swarms.
resists some
Stupid
of it.
swarms.
Yeah.
And Quint thinks about moving for a second and then is like, damn it, and passes his turn.
Very Tyrion. You see these things start coming up looking for food.
All right. I don't know. I wonder how far they can make it. If yeah, you guys are all way down there though, so let's see. Oh, how do I? All
How do you
right.
use
Even
Fantasy
though I,
Grounds? Well, you got to show up more than once every 2 months. That's how you use
yeah, I know.
it.
All right, I'm gonna start trying to stab at him with my sword.
That's a hit. Mostly resisted.
Yeah, but that's all Terry knows how to do, so he's gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, I think the last time I was a player on the table was this one.
Because other Robin had to
Hmm.
skip for sickness.
Yeah, because it's been like 6 weeks, I think, since we played that, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. So this one jumps out of the water and flies right over into Blink's space.
Oh, I like how you don't have the movement on either. They're just like, Yowm!
Yeah. Jumps into Blink's space and starts biting. But can't hit anything. What is Blood Frenzy? You're not injured, right? No.
I'm not. No.
Okay.
You need that code you sent me that I never said anything about.
Yeah.
Are any of the fish
I
dying
have
because
that.
of all the pollutants I let loose in the water?
Add one.
So these swarms, there's like, how many? Are there like a bunch of fishes? Or is it like a few? Or
Each swarm is made up of, dozens of little
yeah, okay.
piranhas.
Yeah, okay, cool. They're all just, I mean, do they got little wings, the little fish do? Or are they just somehow magically looking like they're flying around?
They don't have any wings. They
They
appear
just
to
look
be
like
magically flying
fish?
around. Yeah, they
You
just
see
look
there's a
like fish.
bunch of invisible mage hands happening or something.
So give me a second to. No, I don't want it on him. Put it on him.
I mean, it's probably been a while since we had some good fish, right? To eat. I mean, we were in the desert, the monkeys, all that. We probably do some
Yeah, but these
seafood,
guys they're probably poisonous.
probably.
Well, the human guy that you met told you that they pull them out and they eat them.
Yeah,
So
but those guys, I'd expect them to eat poison.
you want to eat the same things as Darrow?
Yeah, right.
Is it
Well,
Blink's
I
turn?
mean, technically they just ate Darrow,
Yeah.
so we would be eating Darrow. I mean, if you
Yeah,
look at it that
secondary.
way.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
Blink's turn. Go ahead.
The cannon's gonna move and do some temporary hit points to a couple of us up here. And I will move just a little bit to stay within its range, so I don't provoke opportunity attack. But then I'm going to use Sword Burst and try to hit this thing.
Okay.
But it
Sword
doesn't work.
sword bursts? Have you used that
Sword
before?
Burst. Yeah. All right, I'm done.
that brings up an interesting point. They have a range of 0, so technically isn't moving out of their space in any way an op attack? Because you've moved out
Oh,
of their reach.
if they have a range of 0,
They don't. They
probably.
don't. They
Probably.
don't have a reach.
Yeah, they have a reach of 0.
Right. That's none.
So if you leave if they're in your square and you leave that square,
Well, I'll just stay there then.
I'm just
No, I
No,
don't think. I
that
think
makes
since
sense,
they have a
right?
reach of
to,
0, they can't have
yeah, to
attack
me
of
it makes sense that they
opportunity.
wouldn't have an op attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
as you're
You have
leaving,
to
they
have a
can't
reach. Yeah.
reach out to get you.
So
I
can I
don't.
move farther away?
I think you could
I
just
think
run
so.
away from them.
I think this is maybe just a home thing, but I'm gonna rule it that way at least for this session.
All right, I'm gonna run straight up this way then.
I think
All right.
that's the way I think it is too. So, like,
Yeah.
you have to have a reach to hit something.
Sure.
All
On
right,
board with that.
I'm gonna try to use my circlet of blasting. See how many of my magical items I have glued to my face. I can.
Ooh, magic. That's good against swarms.
No, it
Not when you
doesn't.
miss though. Not when you
This is going great.
miss. You're not very good with that thing.
So I basically do the beginning of a rock concert and do 3 little fireballs, like a 40-degree angle up into the air, and I throw up the horns past my.
I remember the neighbor dog when I was a kid ran over and picked up the firework, the Roman candlestick when it was lit, and started running down the yard with it, and it's going. That's how I'm imagining what you're doing. You just shoot this Roman candle willy nilly.
All right. This one comes over into Tarian space, but had to dash to get there. So it's not gonna do anything. This one is gonna get into Tarian space there. And let's see if I got the coding right. As he attacks Tarian, hitting
With
Tarian
advantage.
with advantage because blood in the water, blood frenzy. Doing 19 points of piercing damage.
Some of it was absorbed.
Yes.
Is there a way to easily free this person? Do I see a way?
They're not bound to the wall. They just have chains, manacles on their hands.
Okay, and do I see any way of, prying out the
Manacles?
locks on them, or are they, it depends on what type of manacles they are.
They
Or
are
do
the
you
type.
open them?
They'd have to be like forcibly engineered open. The way that they're applied is the manacles wrap around and then they use a heated metal pin to seal them together.
Okay, so I'll use my heated metal pin. Okay, so I can't use tool. Okay.
Yeah,
then
it would take
so I will
a
just
hammer and
say,
stuff.
I'll just spend my turn quieting them and let them know as soon as we're done with these fish and it's safe. My friends will be able to get you out.
Thank you so much.
That's actually Oprah in disguise. I'm just.
Oh, no problem. We're just gonna wrap up this round and be done. So this one's gonna come over here and attack. Oh no, he had to dash to get there. Their move is 20 and you are 25, so he's gonna pass his turn. And this one is going to fly there and attack Commoner. Hitting the Commoner and doing 11 points of damage to it.
That's a tough ass commoner.
And this one is also going to get into Tarian space. Hitting Tarian. 13 points of damage, and I think with that we are going to end this round and the session. So thank you.
Ending the rounded session. Yay, that was fun.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's the most
Yeah.
damage I've done yet.
That was amazing.
We're gonna look. There's nobody out there to raid. I know there's not even anybody on my list. Wow. Is everybody on vacation this week or something? I don't have anybody streaming that I know. Nobody. Wow. All right. Well, well, that's it then. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna start our 3-day weekend. But tomorrow night, if you want to watch myself, Sphinster, and Maticuri, over on Rob Tui's channel, we will be playing in Dragonlance with Robin XP. What 1 XP? She will be DMing over there. So, and then Tuesday I'll be running my game we're on for Tuesday here on this stream, and then next Friday Jungles of Cholt and rinse and repeat. So that's the lineup. If you've been watching and hanging, we appreciate it. Thanks, Tim, for hanging out. We'll see you guys. Take it easy. Have a great weekend. Don't eat too much barbecue on Monday. See you guys.